Scavenger hunt. Fanny pack. Ketamine. Hooker.
I was just looking at the number and I was thinking there's nothing cool. Like when we were in the double digits, there was always something.
You were so excited every week.
And then we hit 100 like, what now? And nothing.
Nothing fun. Joe's just going to yell a number and away we go.
Maybe sports need to introduce a 3-number
We're going to
system.
have bigger teams. There's like 300 people on the sideline of a football game.
Yeah.
They don't even play, but just give us something to talk about.
Or imagine a game of football with like
22 versus 22.
100 people on each side. Just the chaos of 100 people.
In one football?
200 people, one football.
Mm-hmm. And everyone gets
with no penalties.
And everyone gets a slingshot.
Yep.
Yes, welcome. Can you don't? Let's do it. Let's do an episode here. If you want to get the bonus content or get stuff early, ad-free, merch discounts, head over to patreon.com/canyoudon'tpodcast. Also, be sure to check out that gift of Patreon subscription if you want to give somebody the gift of Can You Don't.
Give the gift.
Give the gift of Can You Don't. Send stuff into the email address, heyguys@canyoudon'tpodcast.com. Of course, check out what Commie Uncle Zach does over on Scatcast.
I wouldn't.
A lot of things, a lot of cards.
I wouldn't do it.
How many times have you seen the sunrise this week?
0.0.
Oh, okay, so you're getting a little sleep. Or the sun's just coming up later.
I just don't go outside ever. So.
Gotcha. Doing confessions on the show today. There's some good ones in there.
Yeah.
What are you doing over there?
Just
making faces at yourself?
Listen to you talk and looking how fat my face looks now.
Seeing how many chins you can make?
Mm-hmm. I trimmed a mustache, and so
it's like your face has a ball sack.
When did I get so fat?
You're not. Come on. It's like you come over here and look at yourself on camera and get depressed.
I do every time.
You just go home like, I never should have gone over there.
Yeah, because usually if I
shoot
shoot something at home, I can stand in front of it and but it's just
this is it. This is us.
Just like
you get what you get. Before we get into our confessions-filled show today, we got an email from our son Nick, who found himself lost deep in the bowels of Pornhub.
As one does.
Yeah, I mean, and sent this in. Here's a screenshot. Vacuuming in hobble boots. 434 views. 100% ups. Great rating.
It's like 3 or 4 people watch that just over and over again.
I mean, if it gets you off, it gets you off,
Yeah.
Got some mirrors on the floor in the back so you can see the different angles of hobble boots while vacuuming. I like that.
So the turn on is the boots?
I'm not sure.
Why are they called hobble boots? Because you hobble when you wear them?
Because they're probably super uncomfortable. Look at those things.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be a terrible marketing?
Well, terrible boot was already taken.
Hobble boot.
Terribly uncomfortable boot. So, registered trademark. You got something there?
I mean, according to this, those look nothing like a
hobble boot.
Yeah. Well, here's a horse hobbling. Horse hobble boot.
That's something.
Yeah.
Probably find that on Pornhub as well. Anyway, thanks, Nick. I don't know how you found yourself down that hole, but I hope you came.
Glad you did.
Fucking know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Zach, let's get the show rolling. Push the button.
Hey, shut up. Start the show already.
All right. Steering clear. Mixing it up this week. Not doing a Would You Rather. Playing this early 2000s yearbook song in the background while I read this to you. Can you see it? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. The best of the best. On to the next chapter. Okay.
It's like a TRL cheesy...
in between thing?
Yeah.
Showing the crowd before they go to commercial?
Exactly.
Yeah. You get...
That's exactly what it is.
You get $2 million
okay.
right now, but you have to wear a fanny pack 24/7. And if someone asks you what's in the fanny pack, you have to open it and show them. And it's always holding a different random object that magically appears.
So you don't know what it is before they ask you.
No.
You just got to open. You're just as surprised as they are.
Exactly. Oh,
But how do you explain
The
that that's not
anxiety.
something that you put in there yourself?
you can't.
Yeah.
But there are so many objects. I think we talked about this. This really has nothing to do with it, but what I just thought about off mics, maybe last week, but between here and Seattle, going down I-90, there's a town of Ellensburg.
Yep.
And then just outside of that is a gigantic white barn. Would you call that a barn? Kind of.
Yeah.
But it's like it says fruit stand in the biggest letters possible on the side. And then the smaller sign, it says antique shop. And I've always wanted to stop there. And they need to flip it because the majority of this thing is the antique shop.
You blew my mind when you told me there were antiques in there.
Oh, it's 3 stories of antiques that are wildly overpriced. But there is a lot of cool stuff in there. So now I'm thinking about that antique store and me wearing a fanny pack.
Okay.
And then anything because it just says random object. All of them.
But it has to be able to fit in there, right?
It has to be able to fit
It's
inside
not
a
like
fanny
you pull
pack.
out a refrigerator.
Oh man, that'd be something. That'd be really cool. Yeah. So all of that you could pull it out
Would
at
be
any
cool,
time.
'cause
Yeah.
it's a refrigerator.
Oh, nice. Fuck yeah. Yeah. But imagine, I know this situation all too well. Going through airport security
Yeah.
is going to be a nightmare.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's
But
in there? I don't know. Sir.
Sir, come on. Like, listen, I'm just telling you right now. Is there anything sharp, hazardous I should know about? Like, dude, your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah.
I have no idea if there's a machete in this fucking fanny pack. And
At
he's
some
like,
point, you just have to say you have dementia or something, right?
yeah, like I forgot what I put in here. Good luck. Like, it could be a scorpion. It could be
A live scorpion.
Yeah, it could be a small. It could be a lizard, an axolotl. It could be anything.
It could be a grenade.
It could be a grenade. Yeah, the worst time for a dildo to show up. That's not the worst time.
Yeah. I could picture.
Going through airport security and just being a little embarrassed by having a dildo in a fanny pack.
Bunch of people you don't know.
No, it could be way
Or
worse.
at a funeral with a bunch of people you do know.
Mm-hmm. Like, you're going to kid pickup at school. You get out of the car. You're standing there looking great with your neon green fanny pack. And some 3-year-old's like, what's in it? And you're like, oh, fuck. And you have
to show them, right?
Yep. And the mom's sitting there, and she's like, he's like, I have to. She goes, you don't understand.
It makes it even creepier if you're like, I have to.
Open it up and pull out a huge vibrator.
Butt plug.
You're going to go to jail.
Anal beads.
Mm-hmm. So
Anal beads, I feel like you could just say it's just big necklace or something. You know,
my grandma gave me this necklace.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you potentially could very easily find yourself in prison.
You could, but you got $2.
Just opening and closing it a million times, hoping for like a key or a knife or a gun to show up.
Oh yeah,
just throwing all sorts of shit.
Well,
out
I
of it.
assume you can't open it until someone asks you what's in it.
Yeah, that's what it says.
So you'd have to, hey,
you want to know what's in my fanny pack?
yeah, just the guard. Like I picture like a small town jail with the guard sitting over there at his desk, and you're over there.
Joe,
Hey.
keep it down.
Shut up. And you're like,
come on, just ask me. I don't want to.
I don't get paid enough for this shit.
Last time you pulled out a picture of my wife. It won't be that again. I promise it'll be something different. All right, what's in it? And just fucking zip. Yes. Pull out a rubber chicken.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Ask me again in an hour.
Yeah. But I mean, it seems like there's a lot of things that are going to be useless. In my life,
Most things will be useless.
spending a lot of time at home, but just for fun, if I was around you, you think I wouldn't fucking ask you all the time what's in your fanny pack? Just to make you open it and show me random shit that's flying out of it?
Do you get to keep it afterwards? And you can keep it in your stash? Like, oh, I could have used this hair barrette thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could just have you could open a shop.
You just sell. Oh, there you go.
Just an oddity shop.
We use your $2 million to get a building, open up a shop.
You don't get both things.
What?
You get $2 million or.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no, you're right. You're right. Sorry, I'm dumb. My head was stuck in
it's not
would you rather.
Yeah.
$2 million, open up a shop, and then you just sit inside all day and open your fanny pack and start a store.
So this is something you don't have to do. If you don't want to take the money, you don't have to do it. But
No.
if you take the money, you have to do it.
You have to do a fanny pack thing.
So take the money, buy that Ellensburg place, and just sell all the shit.
Out of your fanny pack.
The overhead's paid for.
Joey's fanny pack. Oh my God. The visual of being completely naked except for a fanny pack is fucking weird.
You're there with a lady. And like she's like, "What's in your fanny pack?" I'm glad you asked.
You got any condoms or lube in there? Like, I have no idea.
Let's find out.
Let's find out. Open it up. It's a rattlesnake.
That'll
kill
have to suck the poison out of that.
That'll kill a boner.
You know what I mean?
Just a rattlesnake in the middle of sex? Oh, man. That's awful.
You'd think you'd hear it rattling before. I guess you don't know what's in there. Like, there's nothing in there. And soon as they go, what's that fanny pack? It's all of a sudden it kind of bulges out. You're like, oh, shit.
You're feeling it like a Christmas gift?
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
You can hear the rattle. You're like, that doesn't sound good.
But of course, if it's like a magic fanny pack and you could be a magician, like pulling a whole ladder out.
Yeah, it's like Santa Claus's.
Yeah, you pull like a 2024 slightly used Escalade.
See, that changes everything. If it's a magical one where anything can be in there.
I'm taking my chances. Of course, I'm taking $2 million and having the chance of pulling vehicles, houses,
A bear.
a kid, a grown-ass old man out of your fanny pack.
Oh, God.
You have to
You
have to now care for.
Yeah,
Oh,
you just inherited a 97-year-old man. He comes out and he's like, I'm
hungry.
Where's my catheter? And
Oh, fuck. You're
you
opening
gotta
it.
wipe his ass.
Like, you got to ask me a million times so I can try and find your dentures in this fucking fanny pack. What's in the fanny pack?
so
It's his wife. And he's like, God damn it.
I thought I escaped that old bag. So, I guess if it doesn't, like, the next thing when someone asks, it doesn't just disappear.
Mm-hmm.
Or does it?
I don't think so.
What if that's what happened? Where he's like, oh, where's my own, somebody asked me what's in my fucking fanny pack. And then the guy just disappears. But he has to stay.
Yeah, I think they have to stay. I'm still going to risk it. There's too many items that could be of value, could be of use, on top of just useless shit that you have like no need to have. But you still have $2 million. And you can hire a dump truck to come pick up the things you don't want.
What do you think the odds are that you actually get something worthwhile, though? Like one in every how many?
Dude, there's so many things out there. And I'd like to think that it doesn't do it ever again. Like once you get it, it's not coming back.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
There's so much shit, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit, but there's
if
also
you
a
just
lot
go
of cool
to
shit.
Amazon, there's a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm. So it could be any of those. You can never have to shop for a birthday present again.
You'd just be like a walking novelty.
Of course
thing.
I did. Open it up. It's a fucking gerbil.
Let's see what you got for Christmas.
A gerbil out of a fanny pack. Thanks, Joe. You're welcome.
Pulling a rabbit. It's like just like magician.
Just have no idea what you're going to get. I'm going to do it just because it sounds entertaining. Yeah?
It sounds like a hassle, dude.
It's going to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I think I'm going to pass.
Passing. Zach, where are you on the Magic Fanny Pack $2 million?
I'd wear a fanny pack. No
You
problem.
would?
Oh, yeah.
24/7.
I don't have anything. First of all, I don't have anything against fanny packs.
I don't want you guys going out there spreading rumors.
Right. I'm a fanny pack guy.
I'm a fan.
But it's just the it's the everyday bullshit.
Yeah.
That I'm
showering.
I'll wear a fanny pack for free.
I just don't want the bullshit that comes with this magic one.
Right.
I don't know. $2 million is sounds pretty good right about now.
It does.
All right, moving off. Zach, if you'd be so kind.
Hey,
Hey, what's up, babe?
what are you thinking about?
Nothing. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking about a lot of shit.
What are you thinking about?
Whew, man, I just took a sip of my water during that little break.
Yeah.
These gloves do not smell good.
I forgot to put mine on.
They need wash. Of course I haven't washed them.
Yeah, I'm not. You know what? Yeah, you can't wash. Oh, Slaughter.
Oh.
How's he hanging on
I don't
by
know.
his dick?
Sergeant Slaughter, that's sitting on a bird house. If you're not watching the video version, almost just fell off the birdhouse. But
Somehow caught himself.
yeah, now he's just doing aerobics. I don't know what the fuck that is.
That's a modified plank. I don't know.
It's an aggressive plank. So Cass and I, we talked about. I think I talked about how I'm not sure if it was during regular episode or bonus episode, but like I've reached the age where, and the best way I could describe it is that I'm old enough that I have to stretch before going to Topgolf.
Okay.
Which I think like you have a pretty good idea. It's like, okay, you can still go, you can still swing, but like you can't just go there and and go for it.
Cold. Yeah.
No, you're gonna pull something, which I did, and I hurt my lower back a little bit. Fucking Top Golf. So that was cool.
You're not
Anyway,
even 40 yet.
I'm almost there, man. It's coming right up,
Coming in
isn't it?
hot.
Yeah. But anyway, on the way home, we were driving, and I was like, I was sitting there, and my back hurt really bad. And then, as my brain does, it starts going off on different tangents. And then I was picturing myself, and I was like, like a doctor's appointment, and setting it up. And then I was sitting there, and I was like, I've never gone to an old man doctor before. He's being like, man, my back hurt a little bit. And then I don't know, my brain just started tail spinning a little bit more, and I realized I think that there's I think it's time in humanity for us to address just like this expected like system for patient seeing doctor, and then how the doctor like gives you your results. Or tells you what's wrong with you. Right. And we, a while ago, probably a year and a little over a year ago from now, of course, we talked about the barbershop quartet coming in and singing you songs.
Right.
To deliver bad news.
You have cancer?
Yeah. It's not yours. But just like not even going that extreme, I think there's more fun ways to do it.
Sure.
Like a lottery scratch-off ticket.
That could be fun.
You go in, you're getting a colonoscopy. You're seeing, I don't know, you're bleeding out your butt a little bit. I mean, who doesn't? From time to time.
If you're not bleeding out your butt.
Are you even living?
That's right.
Yeah, you get it. Fuck yeah. Yeah! And you go in there and we'll send them out. And then in the mail from Dr. Scratch and Sniff, you get a little scratch off. And then it has
an animated picture of him.
Yeah. He's like, thanks for coming in. See you again soon. And it has the little key, has little symbols or whatever. And you're trying to line them up to win the prize. And you're scratching them off. Like maybe it's those ones that come in the crossword puzzle type of situation where it has the letter that you scratch off. And then if that letter is inside of the crossword puzzle, you have to try and spell the whole word, and then you get the money that's associated with that particular word. So maybe it's that.
You don't want just an easy
no.
You have cancer. You want it to be complicated.
Yeah, you're working for it, sweeping them off the table.
Maybe that doesn't. Maybe it softens the blow.
Yeah,
if you don't just get the sudden news.
Yeah, it's just like you have and it says good, and that's you're like, oh, I guess I'm good. And it gives you a free ice cream coupon or something, to soften. Or it just says cancer have, and you're like shit. But then you won $20. You're like, all right,
that's not. I guess
so. It could be worse.
Yeah,
you could have colon cancer and not just win $20.
$20 goes towards chemo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's gonna really put a dent in that.
Copay? It'll pay for your copay that you just went to the doctor.
When you have to go back to see him again to claim your prize.
All right.
The admissions office has the desk and then a prize claim station.
It's like a gate, like a casino with the fence. The guy, it's like a regular doctor's office, but then a guy behind bars.
Yeah. I just thought of this, but you get tested and they call you in and they have a Plinko board. You get up there and everyone's just a bunch of sick people sitting in the office looking at you as you make your way up
IVs and sticking out of
and
people.
You just drop it. It's ding, 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 and it lands in one. It says no cancer, and he goes, oh, didn't think it was going to go in that one. He picks it up and puts it in the cancer one.
Or he blocks it from going in.
He's like, oh, almost had it. Oh God! But
doing it in front of all the other sick people adds another layer too.
Yes, which brought me to the a bigger scheme of that is here in the Pacific Northwest. There's a car dealership in the Inland Empire, as they call it.
Yes.
There's a car dealership called Knutson.
Mm-hmm.
It's Knutson Chevrolet.
Yep.
And they just mail out fucking keys. Right? Do you remember when they did this?
Mm-hmm.
So you just get a fucking car key, and it's come see if it opens it.
Yeah.
And they're just trying to get you into their place to buy a car.
Aren't they plastic too or something?
Anyway, that keeps going. And then now they just did this at a Mariners game I was at this last summer, where you work your way through that whole system, right? So let's just say you're really sick you go to the doctor, and then he gives you a truck key. And you're like, and then you have to go to a high school football game where there's a Toyota Tundra on the field, and they walk 5 people that don't know if they have cancer or not out onto the field, and the band's just like bam 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 bam
the cheerleaders out there.
And you're just standing there fucking shivering.
And it's like 60 degrees, but you're
holding your fucking key. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Knutson's Cancer Truck Giveaway.
They've got the little signs out there that they bring out.
Yeah. He's like, brought to you by Applebee's.
We're hanging in the neighborhood or whatever.
Just all these sick people standing there shaking with fucking truck keys. And they walk up and they try and turn it. And it's like, oh, no cancer. Oh. And so they're but then like somebody walks up and turns it. It unlocks. They have cancer, but then they also win a Tundra.
Right, balloons come out. They open the door and balloons come out. Everyone, they're not sure what to do. Congrats on the truck. Sorry about the cancer.
Can I have it when you're gone?
Yeah.
Boo! But like he's crying because he just found out he has lung cancer.
But it's a great truck, though.
It's a sick truck, fully loaded.
It's a really truck. It's
fully loaded.
Yeah, it's the TRD Sport, TRD Pro.
Yeah, it has all the bells and whistles.
Wait, did you say Chevy or Toyota?
I don't know. Toyota Tundra.
Okay.
Yeah. Like he's fixing the mirror, but he's just sobbing and like waving to the crowd. But he just found out he has 6 months.
He's like, what are you going to do first? I'm going to set my seat.
I'm going to set my seat settings. Is this thing voice enabled? He's like, don't worry about that.
And then the cheerleaders, they're like in the truck with him too, you know.
Sitting in the back, the front page of the newspaper, you're just crying. Congrats on the truck. Sucks about cancer.
Local man wins Tundra, finds out he has cancer.
By finding out he had cancer.
Yeah.
Another successful Knutson giveaway. Or like, why can't doctor results be like a gender reveal party? Like you cut into the cake, and if it's a certain color, you've got lymphoma.
If there's like depending on the surgical tool that's in there or something like that, there's like a syringe or something, or like I don't know, how do you treat?
We're not doctors. We're just
we just deliver the message.
Look, they do that. We'll work on how they deliver the results. Or like an exploding golf ball. Like someone swings and hits it, and he just crushes it, but the powder comes out and just says diabetes.
Yeah, it like forms words.
You hit it and it goes diabetes.
Congratulations on your diabetes.
Congratulations on your new diabetes.
Congratulations, Joe, on your diabetes.
Congratulations, Joe. You've got a brand new diabetes. They didn't have the money to like fully customize it.
Right.
You just won a brand new fully loaded cancer.
All the bells and whistles.
2025, all the bells and whistles, diabetes.
Stage 4 cancer.
Stage 4 beaties.
Diabetes.
And then, picture this scenario, is I thought, why not have the doctor's office send grandpa on a scavenger hunt? Okay. So like a big family gathering, the doctor, just like when you go, like you get the ultrasound done, right? And they're like, don't tell. And they put it in a folder, and then you take your folder to the baker, and then the baker knows if you're having a boy or girl, and then they make the cake that way. So you do the same thing, right? He has the results. Then so they take it. Somebody reads the results and has it, but they also specialize in writing up scavenger clues. So they're like, okay, great. And so they compile scavenger hunt things. You go and you pick them up. Then you go back to your house, and the family gathers, and they're waiting for grandpa to huff and puff his way through a scavenger hunt to find out what he has. And yes, I do have examples. So just picture all that, right? People walking around with balloons, like they're hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst type thing. And the scavenger hunt starts out, time for a hunt. It'll be a blast. With fun-filled clues that will go by fast.
Did you write this?
You'll soon find your answer, so don't you fret. Let's get started and see what you'll get. And Grandpa's like, he's wheeling around his oxygen tank. But like, everyone, can I help him? No, slap his. You can't. No, Johnny, you can't help Grandpa. This is his his scavenger hunt. Okay. And he walks over, gets the next clues. Tubes are in his nose. First, let's start with something sweet. Find a treat that can't be beat. Chocolate cookies or a pie. Something to make you feel alive. And Grandpa's like, fucking. He grabs his walker, squeaks into the kitchen, like grabs a cookie, opens the cookie jar. And look at that. There's another clue right there. And of course, as you know, like a typical scavenger hunt, as they always do, they go like 2 or 3 too many clues. Too long. You're like, all right, we're done, but it just keeps fucking going. So I'm gonna cut to the chase here and just jump to the last 2 on Grandpa's scavenger hunt. You're doing great. Now take a seat. Find a spot that feels so sweet. The final clue is in your favorite chair, so go get comfy. Let down your hair. Man, fucking shit.
He's got to turn around.
And the whole family's like shuffling to get out of Grandpa's way while they hold balloons and follow him out to the living room. He sits down in this chair, picks up the clue. Surprise! You've made it. No more to say, but here's a twist to end your day. You're about to learn in the blink of an eye something that isn't passing by. Stage 4 cancer, the doctor said. But hey, don't worry, you'll soon be dead. Yeah. And everyone's just standing there and Grandpa's just reading the clue. I knew it.
Yeah.
I had a feeling.
I should have stopped smoking in the 70s.
Yeah, and like someone was out, like was in the kitchen at the time putting candles in the cake. He's like, "You'll soon be dead." And she comes walking out. All right, and everyone's like, shh. And she's like, "What? Is it bad?" He's like, "Oh shit!" And she goes back in.
It's stage 4. Oh God,
Jesus Christ! I didn't put enough layers on this cake for stage 4. This is a stage 3 cancer cake.
I ordered a stage 3 cancer cake.
I didn't think it was this bad. But man, what a visual sending. I mean, why not though? I mean, does it have to be this like letter in the mail or a phone call? It's like, yep, you got it. Good luck. Bye.
I guess if it's fun for everyone else.
I don't know. I mean, obviously you can't have a cancer scavenger hunt. But
why not?
You tell me.
I think you just showed us why.
But I mean, why not a little scratch off or like a word search? Like you're finding words and trying to figure out some kind of riddle.
I love how if you were doing that and you're like, it's like C, A, N, and like, do I need to finish this? Yeah. I know what this is.
It just says cannabis.
Yeah,
instead of cancer.
Yeah,
like, it could be. Never mind.
Just finish it, okay? I know what it's gonna. Just finish it.
Just finish it.
It's like Wheel of Fortune.
But
oh God, imagine Wheel of Fortune. I'll buy an E.
I'll buy an E. 2 E's. Ding, ding. I'd like to solve. You've got cancer. Hey.
All right. And you've got that trip to Tahiti that you won't be able to make.
You got that trip to Tahiti next year. Ooh.
Oh. Well, we're going to throw that back into the pile.
Yeah, we'll put that back. Just send back the slice. All right, you ready to move off to confessions?
Yeah.
I think it's time. Hey, Zach, would you be so kind?
Confessions.
Oh, sorry. Confessions.
Sure, Sky Daddy's here.
Mm-hmm. Are you ready? Do you want to read the first one?
Sure.
All right, fucking do it, dude.
All right, this is our first confession. It's coming in from, I'm not going to say.
That'd be weird. Coming in from Adam Black.
Yeah, very specific.
8624 Elm, West Elm, Cincinnati, Ohio.
I shouldn't have put all that info in here, Dave. Sorry.
Email address. Yeah, just give it all. No, if you have a confession, please send it in to heyguys@canyoudontpodcast.com. No one's going to know. Just send it in. Anything. Get it off your chest. Let's do it.
We'll never know.
All right, back to you. Adam Black.
I'm going to get what I'm going to do.
We zoom in so you can read.
Do that.
He's learning.
So in our young to mid-20s, we all do stupid shit after drinking. And being men, we decide to piss on things. I know that game.
Yeah.
Piss in or around or on or under or in.
Yep.
Whatever. Wherever it can
pants,
go.
on your pants, around your pants.
One occasion was a party they'd celebrate in St. Charles, Missouri, suburb about 25 miles-ish from St. Louis, called Mardi Gras.
Okay.
Mardi Gras.
Nice.
Mardi Gras. 4 friends and myself, 5 total guys.
Thanks for the math.
Yeah.
Anonymous.
4 friends and myself, so 5 guys total.
Okay, thank you.
Went from porta potty to porta potty and pissed on all the TP. Jesus, except for
It's so mean.
I piss on things, but it's not going to affect anybody.
Yeah, it's just,
Yeah, like swimming pools and drinks, things like that.
I hear you.
TP except for 2 Johns, we told our GFs, wives / female friends to use. And there are thousands of people that attend hourly.
Just the disappointment of sitting down. I mean, sitting down after pooping and then realizing there's not toilet paper. You're like, oh,
Already
fuck.
having to do that in a porta potty.
But now having to poop in a porta potty and then you reach over and just grab a piss-soaked toilet paper roll. Is that worse than no toilet paper?
Well, so my first move, if I have to poop anywhere except for home, is
Spread the cheeks.
no. It's grab toilet paper, do a wipe down, toss that in, and then grab one for the back, one for the left side, one for the right side, one for the front.
Like make a pillow?
Yeah, sort of like and then cover up the little corners that don't get hit, and then one strip across the middle so your wiener doesn't touch the toilet seat. What was I talking about? That's my move.
So there's toilet paper because you're making a seat.
So if I went in there and it was just piss covered,
Sounds like he's making a nest, really.
Yeah.
it kind of is.
Sit down and lay an egg.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, I wouldn't even get that far because
You'd pull on it, it'd be piss soaked, and you'd be like, this sucks. God.
that's fucked.
These 5 guys.
At least you wouldn't be all committed. You'd be ready to move on.
Yeah, you could move on, and as long as it wasn't emergency poop. Because what do you do with
The only time I
a
poop in
bad
something
poop?
like that is an emergency poop. So
Yeah.
it would be an emergency.
Yeah, no
Except
one's
you go
going
to
there
the
and
next
being like,
one, and then that one's taken. Or
It covered in piss.
You go to the next one.
These
and
guys just
fuck.
ruined.
You piece of shit!
That's why it's a confession. Okay,
All right.
go ahead.
He has another confession. Or she, whoever this is.
I'm assuming it's a guy.
I don't ever know anymore. Same group of friends.
Here we go.
We were at one of their apartment complexes, barbecuing at the pool and drinking, hanging, etc. I like how this guy types. It's just drinking and barbecuing. No G's anywhere.
Nope, fuck them. Don't need them.
I've never been there, so I asked my buddy, where the pisser was. Oh, it has to do with peeing again. He walks into...
Here, zoom in more.
No, I got it. He walks me into the... God damn it, now you're in my head.
I'm not
He
doing
walks
anything.
me into the welcome center office,
There we go.
connected to the pool. And we walk by their gym, the library, and before we get to the pisser, there's a sauna. There's the sauna.
There it is.
So we go in there to sweat off all the alcohol a bit. I get a whip your dick out thought and look at him evishly and say, hold the door.
God.
Hold the door. Hold the door.
Yeah. So bad. I get it.
Yeah.
I get your Hodor reference.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yeah,
I still want to keep going.
It made it.
He smiles, knowing my intent, I'm assuming. And I pissed on the coals and cranked the heat to the max. I think I've done that before.
I
in
think
my grandma and grandpa's one.
I have a very faint memory of being on a baseball trip and someone on the team pissing in the sauna coals.
Because
it just
now
some-
you're just breathing in.
I mean, you're pouring water on it. You're sitting in there. It's only a matter of time before somebody thinks about, I'm going to piss
I
on
wonder
it.
if my pistol's steam too. Both of us laughing hysterically, he musters up the hold the door response, to which then he relieves himself on the coals, resetting the timer and heater to max back to the pool.
Okay.
We were easily a football field from the bathrooms and couldn't stand the smell, so we packed up and left.
Smells like piss. This place sucks.
I still feel bad to the people in the gym and the workers in the front office and the people using the library, etc. Hope my story has brought you a type of joy as the entertainment you fuckers have given me is unequivocally appreciated.
Wow. Well, that's a very naughty thing to do.
Things.
I hate that I can, like, to a T, smell that
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
now. That just hot like that. Because a bad pee, well, obviously we talked about that. Like a really bad pee, I hate more than a really bad poop. Like something about the smell is just fucking awful. Like poop, it's you know what it's going to smell like. When a pee gets really bad, it's fucking terrible. I don't know what. It just sucks. Probably because you just don't smell it as much as a bad poop, but like a very pungent pee on some sauna coals and cranked.
I usually pee on the fire at where we're camping.
Yeah.
And before we go to bed. So I'll pee. It's kind of the same thing because you're pissing in the fire and it's just piss smoke filling up the air. So I know that quite
quite well.
Quite
Intimately.
well.
Yeah. All right, well, we're going to be sticking with some pissing on stuff for this next confession. Here we go. Growing up, I shared a very small bathroom with my sisters, and one of them would constantly leave her clothes on the floor of said bathroom. This was a bother because I would have to step on or over them, which caused me to almost fall multiple times. Kind of like tripping over a little dog. Mm-hmm. You know,
which I do
damn it.
Every day. Yeah. I've been screaming at my dog lately.
I asked her multiple times to stop, but she wouldn't. So what did I do? I'd piss on them and then leave the door open so I could blame it on the dog who is notorious for peeing in the house. It took her about a month to learn her lesson, and I was never caught. Love your podcast. Bye.
I just picture like her out beating the dog. Mm-hmm. Stop pissing on my shit. Just fucking punching it and kicking it and stuff.
Outside for a week doesn't help. How about 2? And you're just sitting in the bedroom like, shit. Hopefully she just fucking picks up her clothes soon.
No shit.
Yeah, that is annoying. Having to step over like just a mess that's right in the middle of like one of the most frequently used areas of the house.
Yeah, just if you're going to leave the shit on the floor, at least move it out of the way.
Yeah. But bathroom, just pick your shit up. Just get it out of here.
Girls do that. I walk in when my niece stays over, she leaves her stuff on the floor, and my wife the other day I walk in there and her pajamas were all over the floor and her hair things were on the floor too. I just took them out and threw them in the corner.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure if this is accurate or not, but if you live in a household where you have like children and adults, men, like what will you wear to the shower? Do you wear from your bedroom to the shower? Nothing?
Usually.
Just naked and walk there? Yeah. I'll do that if I know
take my underwear off as I'm walking the bathroom and chuck them in the laundry.
Like, if the coast is clear, I'll do that. If the kids are around, I know they're not around. I have to go to the bathroom. I'm going to shower. But if not, like, I'll take everything off in the bedroom and then walk there in my boxers, right? Mm-hmm. But I think for a lot of women and young women, like, they just wear all their clothes to the bathroom and then take them all off there. But still, when you're done, pick your shit up and go put it in the hamper. So everyone else doesn't have to deal with it.
That's the missing link, is that they're not.
I think that this was a non-violent way to solve this issue.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound like it's solved, though.
It did. It was solved. He pissed all over him, and then eventually she stopped leaving her shit on the floor.
Did I miss that part?
Yeah, so the dog would stop.
It took about a month to learn her lesson.
Yeah.
I was never caught. I missed that part.
Yep,
well done. Well done.
Yeah, way to go. I think that's a
diplomatic way of doing it.
Yeah,
if that's the right.
And he mentioned in the confession that he started with asking and being like, "Can you please stop leaving your shit?"
He worked up to it,
and then he's like, "All right, I'm gonna piss on it."
One day he's got to tell her, and that'll be funny.
That will be.
So 3 confessions, and they all involve pissing on things so far.
We're off to a great start. Sounds like we have nailed our listening audience to a T.
All right. This was 14, almost 15 years ago in a small backwoods country town in good old God-fearing Tennessee. Up on that mountain, boy, tell you what. I had just realized I had a big problem with meth. It was ruining my life or anything.
It's not funny. But just picturing someone sitting there,
and
just being like, "What is it?"
Yeah, it's not. It's everything. Picking everything around.
Everything else, be like, "No, I don't have a great relationship with my parents. I mean, can't keep a job. What is? Oh my God, is it the meth?
Could be the meth.
Oh my God, I have a meth problem."
I mean, some people it takes a while to realize it, but
it does.
This person did.
I know. I'm not making fun of it. Just funny to think that you're like, "Oh my God, this meth isn't good for me."
Yeah.
Okay. Over to you.
It was ruining my life, or anything I just didn't like. What
it wasn't ruining my life or anything. I just didn't like what it was turning into.
Put a comma in there,
you
please.
Do it with your brain. You can do it.
No.
Yeah. Zoom in.
Just put a comma in there. It was ruining my life or anything. I just didn't like what it was turning into. So I fucked over the only woman I ever loved romantically to get away from it. She's her own story. I might tell y'all later.
Can't wait.
Anyway, I had just done my last bit and went to see if I could get a job. This guy is from Tennessee. Went to see if I could get a job being a shooter girl.
So it's a girl.
At the most skeezy, drug and scrub filled bar I'd ever been to. I wasn't slutty enough for it. And well, if you know me, you would find that hilarious. I was more like a dude, you know. Hit it and bounce right after and never be seen again.
Anyway.
Anywho, a friend of mine was there and I sat with her to talk. This cute guy was also at the table, but we didn't know him. I asked about his tattoos, and he said something I can't remember.
Like his name? I'm terrible at that. Hi, what's your name? Jeff. And you just take their name and crumple it up and throw it in the trash can.
It just goes right in.
Like, I'll forget that
I
immediately.
do that at my school, the parents all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, kids have a play date? Yeah. Oh, by the name, my name's Jeff. All right, sweet.
Cool.
What?
Why'd
And
you
then
just tell
Amber's
me
like,
that?
did you get his name or number?
No.
What?
I
He
just got
has
him.
one?
I got him saved as Braxton's dad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Blonde hair, Braxton's dad.
Yeah.
Beard. Where was I? At the end of the night, I asked him 2 questions: if he had a girlfriend and if he had a ride. He said no to both. So I gave him a ride. I gave him a ride to the tattoo shop he was apprenticing at. I told him at least 5 times I was on my period, but that didn't stop him from fucking me all over that shop lobby. The entire front wall that we were less than 20 feet from was all windows.
Okay.
We fucked for like 3 hours and had a conversation the whole time. It was the weirdest shit I've ever experienced. So you come around here often?
Yeah. You live around here often?
14 and a half years later, we're still best friends. We also recently fuck in his room at the shop he works at now. Those chairs are fucking awesome. Anyway, I love the show. Zach's voice is sexy as fuck. BT dub. It is pretty sexy. You'll hear it more of it next week.
Oh, yeah. Doing a little lap time.
Yeah. Nice transition there on my part.
Yeah, that's wild. The picturing like I envision the scene, and there are multiple movies that have done this type of thing. But like, it's Step Brothers when they meet at that conference, right? The 2 like Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly, whoever plays the parents, I don't know their names, but they meet and then they're having sex, but they're getting to know each other while they are like taking their clothes off. Like, what do you like to do? I want to sail around the world. Like they're in the janitor closet.
Yeah.
So like that type of thing. Just having that conversation
for 3 hours
while getting railed in a front lobby of a tattoo shop.
Yeah, right in the windows.
Yeah, just like, what is that conversation?
Were there any walk-ins?
I don't know. I'm guessing it was nighttime and it was closed. I'm not sure that would fly if there were clients just getting tattoos. Can't just fuck in the front lobby.
I mean, that'd be pretty sweet. Not sanitary, but
having sex, but also like holding the door for someone to come into the tattoo shop.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome in, like a ding-a-ling. Welcome in. You just plowing stand-up doggy. She's on her period. Blood's just everywhere. Come on, take a seat. I'll be right with you.
I love how she says, I'm on my period, but that didn't stop him.
No, it won't. It's not going to do shit. That period's not stopping nothing. All right, let's move off. And just like we talked
trying
about,
to plug the leak.
There you go. Just like we talked about 3 confessions in a row of pissing, we're going to do 2 sexes in a row.
Okay.
So this is another sex confession. Hey, Dads and Uncle Zach.
Hello.
After the last confession about church blowies, it made me think of a similar story of mine, so buckle up. Seatbelt sound effect. When me and my now wife were only a few years into our relationship, we decided to go downtown for drinks. Mm-hmm. We always start at the bar off Broadway that is under the strip club for the all-day 2-for-1 drinks. After that, we wandered to a few other places. You want to go to the usual? Yep.
You just hear upstairs.
Standing in line, I gotta never give it. If I bathroom that you can play baseball in. with like little high heels.
Yeah.
And then, woo!
Coming up on stage one, we got Mariah. Get your dogs
Did you just say Verizon? That'd be the funniest
Mariah.
stripper name.
Verizon, she's giving out
free flip phones.
You'll
Next
flip
to the
for these
stage,
phones.
we've got Verizon. Trade in any used phone for the new iPhone 16 Pro Max. And if you buy a lap dance, get a free charging cable.
I'm through with standing in line with
bathroom that I can play baseball in. Hey, I want to be a rock star. Okay. After that, we went to a few other places. Now fairly drunk and a bit frisky, we decided to go home, but we couldn't wait that long. Fuck yeah. On our walk back to the car, we stopped beside a church and figured it was good enough place as any and started doing the deed. As it turns out, the foot traffic was more than we thought, and thought that it would be, so we got up and left. It's funny. It turns out there's too many priests.
You'd be surprised how many priests
stand in the garden at night. So they left. By the way, we were not hidden at all. We wandered a few blocks and stopped against another building to finish what we started. You can tell he made note to say that when we were just a few years into our relationship, because that's when this shit happens. After that's like just fucking maybe later.
Were you next to a homeless guy taking a shit against the wall?
No. That would be something that happens in the first 3 months when you just can't wait.
You cannot wait.
Now to the next morning, my wife realized she lost something and figured there was only 2 places it could be.
Her vagina
or
my butt.
The monastery. We went back to those spots, and that's when we realized the second place we stopped was a rape and abuse crisis center. We both said oops and had a great laugh about it, hoping we didn't scar any poor ladies who might have seen. On the plus side, my wife did find the lip gloss she dropped. Lol. Sorry for the poor writing. Oh, man.
Everybody's walking up this looks like oh shit.
Yeah. Whoops. Like you guys are in a committed relationship and she's just outside. She's like, fucking choke me.
You like when I choke you, bitch?
Yeah, you like being a dirty little slut, don't you? Anything for daddy. Don't want to let daddy down. And just somebody's other side of the window, just like, whoa. That's not.
Should I do something about this?
It's just an unfortunate fuck fest.
Oh my God.
Unfortunate location. Church to abuse center.
And then the last sentence. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry for the poor writing.
Sorry for the poor writing. Anyway. Okay. You want to read
here's a little ditty here. A little confession.
Little ditty.
About Jack. When I was in 5th grade, I brought sleepy pills to school and put it in my teacher's coffee. And this was a test day, so during the explanation for the test, he falls asleep in his chair. So we just watched a movie and we stole candy from his answer question correctly bucket. So we passed that out for free of 75 cents. Fee of 75 cents.
Capitalism.
Good God.
He's like, all right, guys.
You guys got like 15.
Oh, man.
God.
What is going on?
Just Pat. I mean, fucking kids. What a
That's
terrible
assault.
That is bad. Yeah, don't. That is not a good thing to do. Don't ever just put sleepy pills.
They could have killed that guy.
I mean, you don't know what his conditions are.
Yeah.
And I doubt they knew how many sleeping pill milligrams they were tossing in. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I didn't do sleeping pills, but I had a math teacher. He was like an award-winning teacher.
Yeah.
And he always gave me shit when I was in high school. And
Okay.
I would sit in the back and I would toss spitballs,
Uh-huh.
paper things into his cup. And I made like 60 of them in one afternoon. There was like 50 of them on his desk, but I had a good run.
Do they sing? How did he
Good field
drink them,
goal
or
They
just,
sang, well,
just a power move?
he eventually he went down and he's like, why is there a bunch of shit all over my desk? So I was just marking my territory, I guess.
Yeah. He's like, why is there shit all over my desk, Zach?
He knew it was me. Yeah, I for sure knew it was me.
And you're just picturing your huge body in a tiny student chair, like a desk.
His current body.
Everyone else's like heads when they sit down are coming up to Zach's belly button.
Yeah, it's Billy Madison.
As he's crammed in.
I never noticed.
I didn't do anything.
Did I ever tell you when we were, I don't remember what grade we were in, may have been middle school, somebody just threw a big old spit wad up at the wall, and it stuck right next to the American flag. So every morning when we had to stand up and had to do the pledge, like our group that knew it was there, we'd stand up and stare at it, and just huge fucking spit wad just stuck on the wall next to it.
A reminder.
Mm-hmm.
A reminder of what this country lets you do.
That's right.
I pledge allegiance to the wad.
To the wad.
It was on the other side of the flag, too. So it was only us on this side could see it. The kids that were all in on it. Everyone else couldn't see it.
Yeah. I think we remember in grade school, there was like the ceiling was just too high and the janitor was too lazy. So in this one particular spot in middle school, there was always a pencil stuck in the ceiling.
Yeah, dude. In
every school.
In my Spanish class.
Had a pencil stuck in the ceiling.
In my Spanish class, me and two other friends, we would stick one each in there like almost every day, and the teacher didn't notice. And we came in one day, it was on a Friday or whatever, and there were probably like 10 to 15 of them just all stuck in the wall. And then he finally, I think he saw him, got pissed, and like knocked him out or something.
Yeah.
But it was like we would add one every day.
Yeah. Like it was this particular one was like outside the cafeteria gym area, the ceilings went up super high, and someone magically threw a pencil and got it wedged in there, and the janitor wasn't about to go get a fucking crane, like bring in a buddy lift or whatever to go get a pencil out. So it just stayed there for years.
There's always like a volleyball stuck up there, just like
it's just not worth the money.
No, it's not.
It doesn't look good, and the janitor's trying really hard, like it's not in our budget.
Yeah.
Do you want the kids to have math books or get the fucking volleyball out of the net? Okay, I get what you're saying, but God. Okay, let's move on to our last confession.
All right. So
I already played that one. Let's get that out of here. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
So I used to sell some stuff, and I found myself in Atlanta selling some things to some strangers.
Drugs!
Could it be any more anonymous? Well,
what was that?
Yeah. Drugs! Well, I cut out a line for a dude, and he was like, "You think I'm a pussy?" I asked if he had ever done K before, and he said no. So I said a line like that will make you see Jesus. He insisted that he do a fat line. Long story shorter, he started to hallucinate and then fell through a porcelain sink head first. There was a lot of blood, so me and the boys dipped the fuck out. He went way further than the K-hole. He went to the black hole.
What is that, like ketamine or something, or what?
Yeah, I've never done K.
Is that what it is, ketamine?
I believe so. Zach, you ever done K? Never on accident?
I don't think so.
Yeah, never done it.
I don't even know what it looks like.
I've heard of the K-hole. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I've never looked. I'm guessing. Aren't all the good ones white?
Whoa.
All the white drugs?
What?
So I don't, but just this situation, he's like, "What do you think? I'm a pussy? Just do it." And he does it and goes head first through a sink, and you're like, "Oh, I'm out of here." What a trip.
Well, that whole world, if you're in a world where you're selling D's, stuff like that, like you don't want to get caught.
No, and you don't know this guy.
Yeah.
And he was just a dick to you.
Yeah.
And then he falls and smashes his head open on a sink.
Everyone just stands around and looks like, so we should go, right?
Should we take the drugs back and get out of here? This guy clearly doesn't need them anymore.
It's clear as wallow out.
Yeah, but that is such a funny flex in that situation. When I read that confession, it reminded me of just this like stereotypical in a fraternity young kid who I believe was a freshman, and he's just getting into the college world. So everything's fucking super exciting, as it is, as it should be, because it's a wild ride. And this particular kid, we had a gigantic beer bong, like a 2-story, where it had a massive funnel, and then it went down. And we had to cut the tube because the pressure coming out of the thing was too much. And we learned right after this kid did it, because he just kept pouring beers in. And I think he drank like 6 beers in a beer bong, and then spent the rest of the night throwing up, curled up in the bathroom.
That's how I threw up the most was a beer bong.
Yeah, but just kept pouring them, and I don't remember the exact amount, but everyone's like, dude, no, stop it. Like, it's just a funny thing to do. You don't have to fill the whole tube up with alcohol. And he's like, and so you're up on the top floor, and then it goes through the staircase, like through the banisters down to the basement, and he's down there, and he's like, woo, yeah, put another one in. We're like, no, are you sure? He's like, come on, what, you think I'm a pussy? And we're like, and then by the time you just give up trying to talk him out of it, you're like, fuck all right, here we go.
He won't shut up about it.
Yeah, he's just like, come on, I can take it. You're like, you can't. Fuck you. He's already drunk.
And now you're like, okay, fuck you.
Yeah, so eventually you're trying to be somewhat responsible, and you're like, all right, whatever. Here, fuck, good, go for it. And you undo the nozzle, and then it flies in their mouth, and then he throws up all night. And you walk in there, what are you, a fucking pussy? No one taunted him. But you knew it was going to happen. You said to watch it happen. It's like this guy putting out a line of K, and he's like, "What are you? I can take it." Bing bong, head sink. That's the sound it makes.
I remember doing a couple beer bongs in college, but
I wasn't a big beer bonger.
I just didn't. Or like cake stands. I was like, ugh.
I'm gonna have to go over there, and you have to pick me up, and everyone counts.
But I also think I was just
falls
self-conscious. Like, what if I can't drink it all of them? Like spitting it on the fucking pussy. Like I'm just gonna watch.
I'm just gonna watch you guys get yelled at. I'm gonna be the one yelling at you. I'm not gonna
fucking pussy.
Why would I put myself in that
I could
situation?
do that. Do it then. No, I already did it.
No, you do, dude. All right, well that's it. That's our confessions.
Yay.
Piss, sex, and
hopefully everybody
ketamine.
Feels better.
Piss, sex, and ketamine.
That's our audience.
Sure is.
Love it.
Love it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's do some good news.
Okay.
This is a wild story. Let's do it. Zach.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Hooray, we aren't doomed.
Yeah! Fuck yeah, dude. In our notes, I labeled this article as Fisherman Hooker, which was supposed to be a little misleading, but also a play on words, and you don't know if I'm going to talk about
hooking a fish or a
hooker or a hooker fisherman.
Or a prostitute fish.
Hey, you looking for another lure tonight?
Yeah. I'll lure you into my trap.
Yeah. Want me to master power bait your cod?
Dude, I'll gill that dick so hard.
I'll gut that dick. What? No, please get away. So fisherman casts a line into the ocean and hooks drowning woman.
What? She
What?
Was currently drowning?
You get it. A local fisherman at Dias Beach in Mossel Bay, South Africa, hooked a woman caught in rip currents during a late night swim. What a scene. It's like a Tim Burton-esque scene from some movie. The incident unfolded back on December 18th at approximately 12:57 a.m., according to an official report by the National Sea Rescue Institute. See us online at nationalsearescueinstitute.com.
.com.
Upon arrival, emergency responders found a 31-year-old woman safely on beach. Paramedics treated her for non-fatal drowning symptoms. So what did they do? What did the paramedics do? They're like, we got to do something. Listen, we came all the way out here. We have to charge you for something. What can we do? Just like put a Band-Aid on her forehead? All right, that'll be $1,000. And she did not require further medical assistance. The woman, a resident of Georgia, had entered the water for a late night swim, but was swept out by rip currents during the spring low tide. Observing her struggle, a local angler cast his fishing rod towards her, skillfully hooking her jeans.
What?
With a cabaljoy? I don't fish hook. Cabaljuke.
Cabalju.
That's what I think it is.
Cabaljow.
We're going to figure out. I have to know.
Us as Americans, we always want to pronounce every single letter.
Thank you.
So it's always like Cabaljow. But it's probably like...
Cabaljow.
It is Cabaljow.
But it's probably not. It's probably like Cabalju.
Cabaljow.
Why that voice?
Cabaljow.
Looks like rain clouds in Kootenai County. Joe. Cabaljow. How do they do?
Cabaljow.
Cabaljow. Cabaljow.
That sounds like early 90s Mac when you would type stuff in there and it would just, like before AI was really getting developed.
You have a very big penis.
Get out of my office.
Joe and Chad have big penises. As you sit there and then go search for a new GIF on Alta Vista. Go build a website on GeoCities.
God.
Welcome to Joe and Chad's webpage. Hope you have a good time here.
Yeah.
There's so much to do. Click
Just fucking
click
GIFs
the menu to play
everywhere.
some fun games that we've made. So Cabaljual, fish hook. He then reeled her, catch and release a drowning
Got
woman.
her. Just kidding.
This one's overweight. Gets the ruler out. Too big. Throws her back in. What the fuck?
He's like,
Rules are rules. So he then reeled her in towards shallower waters, where another fisherman waded in to assist her into the beach. Emergency services arrived shortly afterwards to do nothing and put a band on her forehead. The fisherman's resourceful and heroic actions have been wildly commended, highlighting a remarkable act of courage and quick thinking that helped save a life. That fisherman is a fucking badass.
I'm picturing her squirming now, and he's like, hold still.
Yeah.
Gotta hook your belt loop.
Like, or if he wasn't able to, because if you're really good at fishing, with just like throwing a baseball, you can put it relatively close to where you want to put it. Like if there's a drowning woman and I just happen to be out there fishing, hold on, as I'm reeling in my kid's Target fishing pole.
The little button on it. Like Spider-Man.
It has Patrick Starr. It's a SpongeBob fisher.
It speaks to you. Fish on. Fish on.
I'm ready. Every cast. I'm ready. Krusty Krab.
Squidward.
Yeah. Every Squidward. Hold on a second. Patrick.
What do you want, SpongeBob?
Yeah.
SpongeBob. He's reeling it back. She's just like, help. You're like, I'm fucking trying.
It doesn't go that far, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Lives in a... Well, this woman's gonna be living in a pineapple under the sea if we don't get her out of the water.
Yeah. But she would just drift away and die.
Yeah.
And then we'd both be scarred. And I'd go back to trying to catch a flounder. Or whatever.
Forgotten songs of yesterday.
Oh my God. That's such a funny idea. Like a back in the days when they just put music players in everything. Like they've stopped now. But there's a while there where it just got pretty crazy. Like you could load an MP3 onto your fucking fishing pole.
Mm-hmm.
And you just cast it out. It's like, standing in line and it'll never get wet. hey, I wanna be a rock star. And other guys are standing on the beach like, can you turn your fishing pole down?
You're scaring all the fish away.
You're scaring all the fish away. Okay, well, you guys like, how about this little number?
Look at this photo.
What's new, pussycat?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And everyone's just walking away.
There's a crazy fisherman culture like, on the ocean, like on the piers and stuff.
Oh yeah,
you go walk through there are tons of people fishing.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna drown,
do it where people know what they're doing.
Yeah, I would definitely do that.
That's my dad used to always say.
Yeah.
Listen, son, if you're gonna drown, at least do it in a place where people are around that know what they're doing. All right. See you later.
I'm gonna go die now.
I'm off for my parole hearing.
Patrol hearing.
Okay, so I found something cool and I want to share it with you guys.
Okay.
And we'll do it as soon as Zach does it.
The internet is pretty wild. Depending on your browsing habits, you can either experience something super cool or go to prison. Crazy, right? Let's check it out together as a couple. Hey, look what I found.
Yes! That's awesome! All right. So this website that I'd like to tell you about, Brian, is called www.watchsomethingwonderful.com.
Okay.
It stole hours of my life away.
Of your heart?
It stole hours of my life, but like in the best way. So the idea behind it, the best, I guess, correlation. What's that?
E-Bombs World.
Oh, no. So did you ever use Stumble Upon? You even know what that is? So it was a plugin for the internet that you would install, and then it would be on your browser bar.
Netscape Navigator bar.
Netscape Navigator. Ethernet. and it would say stumble upon, and you would set your preferences inside of it to tell it what you're into, and you click on it, and it just brings you to a random website. And then you can either like it, and then you can go back and save it later, but you just click on this button, and it just cycles you through random shit. So like that, this does that for actually inspiring, thoughtful, cool videos. And it just goes through, at least I found every one that I saw was just on YouTube, but it puts them basically into a playlist, and you just click the button and it brings up different videos. And this one came around, and the title of this video is Sonder. Do you know what Sonder means?
Yeah.
Well, isn't that you just strolling? Like
Exactly.
you just saunter through a park?
You spelled sounder wrong. No, I'll look up actually, I think he says the definition of it in this video.
It means that you recognize that everybody has their own life and that they're all player one.
Have their own problems, their own everything, and that the feeling of understanding that is Sonder.
It's kind of a new word, actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a really cool word. And this video, it's a couple minutes long. I'm just going to play it. You can look it up. If you just go to YouTube, type in Sonder, I'm sure this will pop up. It's a thumbnail, black and white, of some people on a train, if you want to watch it. But I'll play the sound. But it's very thought-provoking, and it makes you really think a little bit. You guys ready? Mm-hmm. Fuck yeah, let's fucking do it. I wonder if I should watch it on YouTube. If it'll even fucking link to it, watch it won't play. I'm going to try and bring it up on YouTube just so I can make it full screen. Okay, here we go. Or not.
Sonder. You are the main character.
I'm trying to fucking make it full screen. It won't work.
It's okay.
The protagonist, the star at the center of your own unfolding story. You're surrounded by your supporting cast, friends and family hanging in your immediate orbit. Scattered a little further out, a network of acquaintances who drift in and out of contact over the years. There in the background, faint and out of focus, are the extras. The random passers-by, each living a life as vivid and complex as your own. They carry on invisibly around you, bearing the accumulated weight of their own ambitions. Friends. Routines. Mistakes. Worries. Triumphs and inherited craziness. When your life moves on to the next scene, there's flickers in place. Wrapped in a cloud of backstory and inside jokes and characters strung together with countless other stories that you'll never be able to see. That you'll never know exists. In which you might appear only once. As an extra sipping coffee in the background.
They need to splice some porn into this just for fun.
As a blur of traffic passing on the highway.
Big dick right here.
Mm-hmm.
As a lighted window at dusk.
Cool, huh?
It's wild.
I know. Just that I mean, I have those thoughts a lot, but they come and go. Where you really take into account everything you're dealing with, and you look at someone else, like either they've dealt with something similar, they're going to deal with something similar, or they are currently going through it. And they have no idea you exist. You have no idea they exist. And you guys might be behind each other at the fucking coffee stand.
I think about the time
like they just fill in space to you.
Yeah, if you
but
see
to you,
somebody,
you're just filling in space for them.
Yeah, they're like, I'm never going to see this person ever again in my life. You saw him today, like on vacation or whatever. I stopped at Pipeline today before I was sitting in my car eating pizza. And I looked over.
Weren't you doing that last week?
It was last week, yeah.
I love you. And you can come inside too if you want. Pizza.
Because I get it and I want to eat it hot. I don't want to drive. But I have Netflix in my car, so I throw on Netflix.
Yeah.
I'm eating breakfast or lunch. I'm eating pizza for breakfast. And
I've done that many times.
Next to that place, there is a driving school. I think it's B&B is like our local, and they have a bunch of chairs sitting out for people to pull up. And I'm assuming if it's your appointment, you sit in that chair and they bring the car back, and then you get in the car and you go do your driver's test. There was a guy sitting in there in a chair all by himself, and it's 30 degrees, and he looks like he's maybe around 50. Kind of looks a little rough.
How many times did you fail the fucking test?
Well, so that was
Just kidding.
That was
like he's just been trying every year multiple times and can't fucking get it. He's like going over in his head. He's like, yield side means slow down, not go faster.
one of these fucking years you're gonna get it, you stupid idiot. No, but I was like, my first thought was, God, look at that fucking old guy, because there was like 16-year-old kids or whatever, you know. But then I was thinking like, shit, I wonder what that guy's. So I'm sitting there eating my pizza, and I'm like, I wonder what that guy is going, like, if he's getting his driver's test. Maybe he had to retake it because he got in trouble with the law. Maybe he was in prison. Who knows? Like, and I'm sitting here trying to figure out, like, why is this guy? My first thought was like, why is this guy? He's 50. But then I was like, oh shit, like, wonder what that guy's been through. And you will never know. No, and our eyes. As I'm taking a piece of pizza in my Tesla watching Netflix, he kind of literally, we made a little eye contact. And I remember thinking, like, wonder what he's thinking about me right now.
Look, he's like, look at this lonely fuck watching Netflix eating pizza in his car.
I know.
Look at this piece of shit. He has everything and nothing at the same time.
Yeah, dude. It was just a crazy feeling. Like I'm sitting there like everything's fine, but it's like in his perspective, he's like, look at that guy, like no friends, just sitting there eating pizza in his car.
No one, at least I don't eat lunch by myself.
Yeah.
And you're like, at least I'm not 50 taking a driving test. Anyway, Tesla, Joe's house.
Yeah.
Okay, Brian.
Yeah. It was really.
Would you like me to fart noise at the old man? Would you like me to show the old man pictures of Yellowstone National Park, Brian? Sure. Okay. Ha 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 ha. Good one.
Showed him
geyser. Showed him a gushing geyser.
Geyser.
It's geyser. Ha ha ha. Good one, Brian.
But anyway, so following up with that video you just watched, like, you just never know.
Yeah.
Even when you're. So, like, even if you could be doing the best, like, you could be the happiest looking person in the whole world, you think you look totally content and happy. But if somebody catches you in maybe a bad 30 seconds, or whatever,
in
like,
thought, and they're like, look at that sad guy. You're actually just thinking about something super happy.
You're like, I'm gonna have a 3-way tonight. It's gonna be so sweet
with me, my Tesla, and this piece of pizza.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. But yeah, so it's just it's weird.
It's a good thought check on humanity, so I figured I'd share it.
Yeah.
With all the piss, drug, sex, magic fanny pack talk we've done today.
Yeah, and confessions.
Why not put a little thoughtful thing in there? Yeah. Let's hear from the children.
Okay.
Zach!
All right, let's hear what you guys think.
Really? You want to talk to me? Wow, that's cool.
All right. Well, this one is from a while ago, but it's still a reminder that this type of vehicle is coming for us all. Hey guys, Salty Dalty again. Hello. Salty in the big red shirt. That's me. Emailing to share. Is he the one that got caught jerking off because he put the blinds the wrong way? I think that was him. If I remember right, he's just jerking off in his bed with his toesy woesies out. And put the blinds the wrong way, and everyone's just
no one can see me,
and everyone's standing outside his window watching him jerk off in bed.
All of you staring at, but we can't see
all
a thing.
By myself.
Yeah.
Emailing to share a giggle in a tragedy. Long story short, my mother just passed away today in hospice. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Salty Dalty. Well, when the funeral home came to pick her up and take her, we walked out with her to get loaded up, and I couldn't help but start laughing. My wife looked at me like I'm a fucking psychopath and asked, what the fuck? Lo and behold, she's getting loaded into a Chrysler Pacifica. And all I could think of was you three fuckers. Thanks for making tragedy funny. It truly helps. Love you guys and keep it up. Hugs and tugs.
Some people may have not heard that story. Maybe they joined in
late. Yeah, I guess the quick little recap is when my dad passed away, and it was a super sad moment in the garage. And I don't know, I've never really had someone super close to me pass away. Like, watch them have to leave the home. And I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't a fucking minivan. And we opened the garage door and loaded my dad into a minivan that didn't even have all the back seats down.
Like moving toys.
They had to squish him into the side. Bye, Dad. And I wanted like a gold fucking hearse.
Yeah.
And I got a fucking...
Well, you think it's going to be like a chariot with wings.
Yeah, just a late 90s fucking minivan with some frail old man who clearly does this way too much.
Well, there's like empty pizza pipeline cups in
like
the
he's
back.
propped up a little bit and you're just like, this is not what I thought.
He's driving, but he has to hold the thing so it doesn't tip over.
And like going around corners, my dad's trying to slide off the gurney. Hold on there, Jim. Hold on.
There's this really nice guy who does home veterinary service.
Yeah.
He'll come to your house and put your animal down for you, basically.
No, thanks, buddy.
Yeah. We had that happen to one of our dogs. And, very, very sad. And then, you have to take the body out. And I had to go put it in the back of his Toyota hatchback, move some, pop cans out of the way. I was like, this is not the best way to do this, I bet.
He loads, remember those, what were those cars, Avalanche, that have the tiny truck bed?
Yeah, right.
And he's like, kicks a couple Michelob lights out of the way and throws your dog in the back of a tiny truck bed?
Your loved family member right next to the beer bed, yeah.
I'll take good care of him. And then just closes the 2-foot truck bed.
Just really put a point at the end of the sentence for me.
God.
Dog's dead. No one gives a
you
fuck.
You care, I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because you care doesn't mean I have to.
Don't care.
Holiness.
Alcohol and else.
And then when your dad got picked up, minivan. Yeah. So that's where the whole minivan thing came from. That's where Salty Dalty decided to share that. But sorry for your loss.
Yeah. Sorry about your dead mom.
Yeah. Sorry about your dead mom. Welcome to the party.
Dead Mom Club sucks, but
yeah. We're laughing while we're sad.
We are Legion.
Yeah. We are Legion. We are Dead Mom family.
Yes.
Okay, Brian, you want to read it? Take us out?
Not really.
Okay. I'll get it.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Our second email is coming from our son Trevor.
Hey, Trev.
Connor's buddy.
Hey.
Fucking.
That's it.
Fucking, hey, Bubbas. I was just listening to Flood, Vineyard Twins, and Joe's story about reminding me of a fucking very funny experience or whatever.
Okay.
So I was traveling to Ireland with an ex-girlfriend, and we got through security on the state side, no problem, but we had to change planes in London, making us go back through security. And apparently London Heathrow security is a little tighter than Missoula Montaigne.
I bet.
They searched her bag and discovered her vibrator and a bottle of lube.
Fuck yeah.
Which apparently in London is a problem.
Which I didn't know that.
Oh.
Is your problem in it?
Can't have guns, can't have knives, no dildos.
Yeah. No fake dicks, no guns.
They kept asking,
who's the owner of the bag? And she kept quipping away and refused to face you the kinky crime.
Exactly.
You have to read that one again.
Yeah. Kept asking who the owner of the bag was, and she crept away and refused to face her kinky crime.
It's your cheeky and creepy crime, isn't it?
She ended up with just abandoning her carry-on bag. I love how no one came forward.
Yep. Nope. Mm-mm. She's like, I'm not doing this.
Which then led to a very epic journey of us trying to replace her iPad and clothes in a foreign country where the thrift store action isn't exactly America style, but it was fun. Love you guys. 3.5 stars. Wouldn't change a thing. Your loving son, Trev, or whatever. Nice, dude.
Yeah. Just the embarrassment of a vibrator and lotion and just being like, is your iPad and all your clothes in there? Yep. You can go get it?
You
nope.
Sure you don't want it? Nope.
Sure. Nope. Can I go get it? Nope. It's just an iPad.
Come on.
You just got it. I said it's just an iPad.
It's just a thing.
She gets so fired up, she starts yelling about it. She goes, it's just a vibrator and lube. We can leave it. And then,
ma'am?
Ma'am? Is this
ma'am
your bag?
in the green jacket?
And it says here on the iPad, your name's Laura? Laura, it's engraved on the vibrator? Is that you? Nope. Okay.
Laura's BF.
Yeah.
Vibrator.
Just avoiding the embarrassment and just losing, I don't know, $2,000 worth of your shit to not Fess up to vibrator and lube.
And what's going to happen is like it's just going to be like
in someone else's ass.
Yeah,
that's what. I mean, that's
the
end of the story. It's just going to be a vibrator in someone else's ass.
The things that we avoid for like just moments of embarrassment that like really aren't that big a deal.
And also, no one fucking cares.
Yeah. But we do in the moment.
It's not like you're going to go to jail.
No, but it's weird. Like even like I was went to Target the other day. I'm walking by and I look at a guy and he's kind of staring at something, and I'm trying to find the deodorant section. And I'm looking at him, and then he's like looking really content. I look over, he's looking at the condom section.
He sees you and he spins around. He's like, I'm just looking at vitamins.
Yeah. Well, it's either that or like period care. So, but it's just a condom. But for some reason, there's a little chuckle like he's buying a condom. Like,
this guy's about to put something on his penis.
That guy's planning on fucking tonight.
That guy's putting a little ad on his penis.
Yeah. It's like you can't help it. But cool that guy's planning on fucking.
Cool dick jacket, bro. Fist bump him, kick his cart.
Go get some, brother.
Go get some, brother. Fist bump him, then throw his cart over. Fuck you. Fuck you for having sex, nerd. All right, well, let's wrap it up. That's 137. Hope you guys had as much fun as we did. You can sign up, become a part of the gaggle for all the bonus content. So many hours of just complete nonsense for you to go through. Plus, you get early access to the episodes. You don't have to listen to any fucking ads. Patreon.com/CanYouDon'tPodcast. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok as long as it's not banned. When does it get banned? Is it a real thing? Who knows?
Supposedly the 19th.
We'll find out. Subscribe on our YouTube channel to get the video version of the podcast. And then send stuff in to heyguys@CanYouDon'tPodcast.com. Rate and review us wherever they allow for that. And then check out what Uncle Zach's doing at scatcast.com.
I wouldn't.
So I would. Scat with a K. Scatcast.
Do it now.
And thanks to the babysitters that moderate the Can You Don't Playground on Facebook. Got a fact for you? Zach for you.
Good God. Wrap it up already, huh?
Hit the fact, Zach. Ooh.
Don't you?
Stop it right now.
Most Canadians, this is, I guess read this and I was like, you gotta be fucking joshing me. Most Canadians live south of Seattle.
Huh?
Circles, spheres, globes. The contiguous United States goes further north than you think, and the majority of Canadians live near the southern border. The result, at 45 degrees latitude, Seattle is further north than Toronto and Montreal, meaning that 64% of Canadians live south of Seattle.
So if you look at it from a globe standpoint.
If you look at it like you're supposed to, I guess, and not on a flat map. Those are actually more south. What the fuck?
It's more of a round shape.
It's just a big round, man. It's more like, have you seen a dinner plate? It's flat.
That's wild.
Zach, did you know this?
Yeah.
You knew that one?
Yeah.
You bitch.
I like geography. So.
Yeah. That's wild to me.
Toronto's a big ass city.
Like, even if my brain puts a little bend in it, I'm like, no, you're still wrong. But it's right. You look at it, you really do.
I see it now.
Yeah.
I was trying to make it way more
Great Lake
complicated.
areas fuck it all up.
I was trying to think of it way more complicated in my head, but yeah, now I can picture it. Yeah, it's the Great Lakes is what the fucks the Midwest up.
Yes.
The Midwest.
Yeah, I got you. All right, well, let's head off to the bonus stuff. We love you guys. Fucking do a bye.
Man, I'm still thinking about it.
Keep on going, buddy. Okay.
Man.